Dear students, while doing the study of physics, you need to clear your concepts. But most of the times, you could not clear your concept, and it becomes very difficult for each and everyone to solve the numericals related to physics. So, if you clear your concept by solving the numericals, it will become very easy for you to understand the physics. Now here again we have a numerical which is based on the equation of motion, the motion which is under gravity. So if we go through this question, now see here, a man throws a ball vertically upward and it rises to a height of 40 meter and returns to his hands. What is its initial velocity of the ball and how much time it is remained in the air? Take the G equals to 10 meter per second square. Now the ball is thrown vertically upward. The ball is thrown vertically upward from here, suppose to here, and it is returning back again here. Okay, so if we see here, when it reaches some height, if we assume the height h, it is started with some initial velocity and here it is a final velocity. So when the ball reaches up to a particular height, then it starts returning back. Okay, so when it is returning back, at that moment, if you see here it will have some initial final velocity 0 and it is thrown with some velocity. Now here the height is given and the gravity is working. The acceleration due to gravity working in this direction and the ball is moving in this direction. The motion of the ball in this direction when it reaches up to this, and after that the ball is coming down and the acceleration due to gravity is also motion of the ball. This we can say motion of the ball, which is coming downward towards the hands of the thrower. Now the gravity is also acting in this direction in case it is, and the motion is in the upward direction. It is in upward direction. So if we go through the first equation of motion, we can determine V is equals to U plus GT, which is the standard equation of motion. First equation of motion. Now if the ball is moving upward, gravity is acting in opposite direction, so it will be U minus GT. Now here final velocity is 0, so you will see U will be equal to GT. Now this will, if you know the value of G and if you know the time, then you can determine the initial velocity. But here in the question it is given the height, so we can use another equation, that is the third equation of motion, which is V square is equal to U square plus 2GH. Now same, here we have to take the value of G as a minus, because final velocity is going to be 0, so U square minus 2GH. So here we will have a relation 2GH, U square is equal to 2GH. So U will be under root 2GH. Now once you know the value of G and once you know the height, then you can determine the U. Now in this question, these both are very useful for us. Once you have got this relation and another relation which you have got this, both are helpful to solve this numerical. Now if we go through the U is equals to under root 2GH. Now here G is 10 meter per second square and H is given to us, that is 40. This H is given to us 40 meter. We have to determine the initial velocity. Now it is 800 under root 800. Now the final answer will be 20 root 2 meter per second. This is the initial velocity which is used to throw this ball in a vertically upward direction. Now we have got one answer. Now if we substitute u is equals to 20 into 1.414, we will have 28.28 meter per second. This is the initial velocity which we are having. Now here we have to determine the time when it will reach in the hand, or we can say the ball remains in the air. How much time it is remained in the air. Means this time and this time. Both the time means you have to take it 2 times. So it is T will be given by U upon G. So you have to take it 2 times. Okay. Now here we have this 2. It is your 20 root 2. We can take this value, and G is your 10. So we will be having 4 root 2. 4 root 2, and if we multiply it with again 1.414 second, so it is if we go through because the ball is going up, it is 10 t time, and again returning with the same time, so we have taken 2 times the time to remain in the air. So finally what we have got these 2 answers. One is u, initial velocity, that is 28 meter per second, and time which, now if we go through the option, here we are having 44 meter per second 2.82, and here it is 28.28 meter per second. This is the correct answer which we have, D. So here basic, if we know, we can do any numerical which is based on in this manner. So by solving the numericals, you can clear more concepts, and once you got more concepts, there will be no fear with the physics. Okay.